Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been taking a while with my chapter 4 series, but trust me guys, it is all worth it. And I know I've taken a bit of a break between the last week of February and this week of March, but I'm back. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I think chapter 4 was just super it was a lot of things at once and it kind of burnt me out for a week, but you know, I'm back. But you might be wondering, hey, where is the custom? I know you guys saw the title in the thumbnail, but the reason I'm down here is because I wanted to do a dramatic reveal because he's currently on my bed, and if I stand up, here he is. He's absolutely massive. I don't even want to hear you guys in the comments. But he's huge, ginormous, any other synonym you want to call him except massive. Let's not use that word because it's a trigger word. But here is Monster DOEY, and I'm trying to get a good 360 view of him, but you can literally see that I have to walk around my bed to get a good view of this guy. He is insane. You guys can already see the size difference between my normal DOEY and a FNAF plush. Look how big this guy is. It's crazy. I did not expect him to be this big, but you know what? I think it works perfectly when I use him with the smiling critters and other characters like that. Speaking of which, a new episode will be out tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, let's just get into how I made Monster DOEY. So let's start with the body. So what I did is I got this pattern. I'm gonna try to find a good picture of it. I think there might be one in my YouTube short that I made about this guy, but it's because I didn't take a new picture because my mate threw away the pattern paper thing. So yeah, this is all I have to go off of. But yeah, so I started off with the body. I did two of those shapes that I showed right there, and then one underbelly shape that is right here. There you go. You can see the underbelly is this pigeon blue sort of color. It's a very grayish blue color. You can see that on the pattern there's a bunch of holes, and that is for the arms. The arms were the most annoying part because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 arms in total, and that is just insane. Obviously all varying different sizes. There's also 6 arms on the face. Those were also very annoying because of the size of it, because they are very, very small. But first, let's just go, I guess we'll go with each arm. First, we got this first arm with a little bit of blue Sharpie on there, just because I didn't want to make it look ugly if I put fabric on this piece right here, because it would be so thin and it would kind of look weird. But I did kind of blend it in with actual fabric, and I think it looks very nice. This patch looks very, very cool. The fingers aren't bendable, not on the arms, or the main arms, because I didn't want to go through all that trouble, and I think it looked fine floppy. I mean, he doesn't really do too many poses with his fingers or his arms or whatever, but they look pretty nice. This arm up here, just a basic yellow arm with a bit of Sharpie on there. Nothing too special. Again, not bendable at all. This arm, same thing. This one sticks out a little more because it's shorter, and I think I stuffed it a little more than the other ones, but this one's supposed to be like this. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna try to bend it permanently, but I don't know. I'll see what's up. And then lastly, for the body portion, I have this red arm right here with more Sharpie detailing. Again, not posable fingers, because that would have been annoying. So there is a section right here. This is a whole separate piece. I call this the tail, I guess. DOEY's a weird salamander thing, so this would be the tail, I guess. So we got this nub. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here is the pattern for that tail. Very, very simple. I'll show the pattern for the arms at the end, just because you know, they're everywhere. But yeah, I got 2 little arms. These are the exact same sized arms as the ones on the head, so these are also really annoying to make. The most annoying part, however, is attaching them to the actual body, because you have to sew in a circle, and it's just weird. It was just a weird process overall. I'll go over the details last, but here is an orange arm back on the body. You can see that you can see the pattern right there. Also got some Sharpie detailing on here. I decided to go with 2 different color oranges just for good contrast, you know, just so it looks a little different than the yellow side, but I think it looks really nice. It adds to the dirtiness feel that I wanted to go for, and I think it looks really, really good. The next arm is a more vibrant orange with some Sharpie on there. It goes all the way around. even on the underside. Looks really, really nice. Then we got the third orange arm. I think it looks really, really cool. It's a thick arm. It's supposed to be just like this one that bends, but obviously it's not bending right now. I'll see how I fix that later on. But if I just rotate this guy, we got the last arm right here. This one came out a little messy because this was the first arm that I sewed. It's a bit wrinkled because I tried to do a different method and it didn't really work out, but you know, I think it still looks fine. It gives it more like texture and like I guess more like, it doesn't look as solid and flat, you know. I kind of like the wrinkles that this guy's got going on throughout his body. But he's got some Sharpie right here that goes all the way down, and it looks very, very nice. And this is also more like of a pale, like rusted orange rather than the vibrant orange that I went with on these arms. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see that it focused really nice right there. But yeah, oh sorry, I didn't mean to cover the camera. But yeah, the next thing I did was attach all the details, and that was so annoying because I had to get the pattern from the body again and kind of trace out all these different sections and glue it on, which is super annoying, super tedious. I could have done a better way because it does look a little ugly, but I don't think it looks too bad. But I think it looks good for what it is. I didn't know how else I could make it. But yeah, you can see all like the different like sections of it. The red, it's got some good sectioning right there. The only part that doesn't go under, or like that there's no glued bits under, is the red. You can see that this is like all empty. But the yellow has some and the orange has some. But if I flip it back over, there we go. You can see that the yellow is the biggest piece of like sectioning right there. I used a model from Sketchfab. I'll link that down below, just so you guys can make your own and you guys can get a good reference for Monster DOEY, not have to go back into the game and take like screenshots, which I was going to do until FNAF Boy showed me that Sketchfab model. So thank you to him for that. But yeah, the sectioning was also super annoying. It took me a while to glue everything down, and I still feel some like parts that are jutting out, like right here. This is not fully glued, but you know, I'll fix that once I get back to it. But yeah, next up I did the neck, and the neck is very loosely stuffed. I wanted that so then it could be like I can move it around easily and not have to like struggle with it. The only downside is that if you hang him off, his head's obviously going to tilt forward, but you know what, if it's on display it'll probably be like this. But yeah, after the neck, which is super easy, I did that like pigeon blue thing on the bottom as well. I did the head, and the head was super difficult. Here is the pattern that I used for the head. There you go. It's a very complicated pattern, and it didn't exactly work out how I wanted it, but I think it looks good nonetheless. You got this hat that I actually stole from a Frost Bear plush because I was too lazy to make my own hat. You got the two little eyes right here with lining around the eyes, just so it looks like some like depth in there. Next up, you got all the arms, which are all crazy. The only ones that have wire are these ones, just so you can pose them, because I feel like these are the most prominent arms out of them all. Here is the arm pattern, by the way. Here's the large one, here's the small one. I don't think there's a medium one, but yeah, those are all the arms. I'll put them up on screen. But yeah, this one has wire in there. His whole arm can bend, which is very nice. It'll be good for when I make that chapter 4 video. He's got the little heads. He's got Kevin, the angry one, and then Matthew and what was the other one? I forgot. Put it down in the comments down below. But yeah, those are the 3 little heads. He's got the arms. I glued them down just so it looks like he's clawing at his head. He's got 3 of those like glued on hands right there. Actually 4 of them. I can't count, I guess. But lastly, I put some foam teeth right here. I didn't want to go with felt because it was too thin, so I used foam, and I think it looks nice. I used some brown Sharpie on around the teeth just to get more like dirtiness, you know. I smudged it in with a piece of tissue, so it looks really nice. And then obviously you can see that there's Sharpie everywhere just for more detailing. You can see that there's like little lines for the inner part of the mouth. Kind of looks like gums, or like the top of your mouth, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Monster DOEY looks awesome. I think he looks phenomenal. I've been talking for 10 minutes, which is, you know, I feel bad for you guys that have to sit through a 10-minute video of me just talking. I was going to film me making this guy like the original Nightmare Critters tutorials, but I didn't even know what I was doing half the time. It just was horrible, not knowing, but you know, I think I prevailed and I think it worked out in the end. But yeah, let me know if you guys like Monster DOEY. I definitely love this guy. He's the biggest custom I've ever made, beating DJ Music Man, beating Pianosaurus back there. He is ginormous. But yeah, if you guys want to see more Poppy Playtime content, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.